Okay, we're at part 2 of the web app tutorial. This is part of the help video series for the web app Easy Schematics. Today I'm going to go over how to do some editing in the drawing itself. Let's start with how to select symbols. You can select the symbols by one of two manners. You can click on the symbol to select it. Or you can simply surround the symbol, the device with the mouse, and that also will select whatever is surrounded within the mouse borders. To deselect an object that's been selected, simply click on that selected object one more time, or surround it with the mouse one more time, and that'll deselect it. Right now I have two devices selected, the start push button and the normally open contact. And I'm going to show you how you move items around within the program. There's a couple different ways to move items. The first and the easiest way to move is to hold down on the Shift key and use one of the 4 directional arrows. This will be the down arrow, left, right, and the up. Again, you hold down on the Shift key and then use one of the 4 directional arrows. Now you'll notice that as I move those symbols, they're moving incrementally. That is that in this case, they're moving 1/4 of an inch at a time. And the reason why they're moving 1/4 of an inch at a time is because I have my snap set to 1/4 of an inch. I can change that snap. Here, we'll decrease the snap. And now it's 1/8 of an inch. So now every time I press one of the arrow keys, it's moving 1/8 of an inch at a time. Shortcut for changing the snap with just a keystroke is to hold down on the control key and then use either the right arrow to increase the snap or the left arrow to decrease the snap. Okay. Okay, by default, the snap is set at 1/4 of an inch, but you can make it whatever you want. Another editing feature that you probably are going to want to use is the copy mode. Right now, I have these 2 items selected, and I'm going to copy those 2 devices. And if I go right up here to this push button, it says copy selections. I can either click on that, or I can use the shortcut Control C. So I click on this, and it prompts me to select an anchor point. And that's going to be a reference point. So right now I'm going to copy those 2 symbols, and I'm going to use this crosshair point right here as the anchor point. And then now all these items are copied to memory. And you can see as I move the mouse, you can see a faint image of those symbols. And now if I want to paste them to another location, I simply click wherever those crosshairs are, and that will paste those symbols for me. To remove those items from the memory, simply hit the escape key or this tool selection, the selection tool. Either one will reset the drawing. Okay, how do you delete items? Okay, let's surround these items with the mouse. And notice I did that in 2 motions. I selected these items first, and then I selected these items. And the reason why I did it in 2 motions like that, and I'm going to show you why. Watch what happens if I try to accomplish this with just one mouse motion. You see how I also picked up these other items? Well, I don't really want to delete those items. And that's why I chose to use 2 motions with the mouse to select these devices. Now that they're selected, I can simply hit Shift plus Delete, and that will delete those items. Let's say you accidentally deleted something and you need to get those items back. Well, you can hit the shortcut Control Z, or you could come up to this button right here, undo the last change, and click on that. And that'll bring those devices right back again. There's also a redo button. Okay, simple enough. We'll pick this back up in part 3.